Okay, so now starting from the class and like will we start? So hello guys who are watching from social media platform. So today is camp number 5 of Endgame series with Coach Rado, and the topic for today camp is complex Rook and Pawn Endgame. Just to remind again, this camp is only for limited number of students, but you guys can watch on different social media platform of Nurture and learn from it. But of course, you cannot interact uh, with the mentor. So for the classroom attendees, once again, like we have this is the 5th camp, and the topic is complex Rook and Pawn Endgame. This class is only for limited number of students. That only 10 students can attend this class at any point of time. So we allow very, very limited students. So the only condition to be eligible for this class is you need to keep interacting with the mentor. You need to keep answering the question asked by the mentor. As long as you keep answering the question, uh, you won't be kicked out of the class. So the only way to learn Endgame is to be able to calculate and visualize all the position, even if it is wrong in the start. So you need to keep on answering the question as you go. So, so over to you, coach. Welcome back once again. I guess it's a super early morning there, 12 a.m. in Austria. It's super early morning here.
It's midnight.
Yeah, it's midnight. Okay. And in evening in US, so most of this class students are from US. So good evening to all the students who have joined the class. Let's start the class.
Okay, let me set up. Let me set up the first position and we can start. So okay, okay. Camera is off. Okay, should I switch on?
Yes, yes. Because we are also live on social media.
Okay. Okay, but you guys can see the board and okay, now you can see me, I guess.
Guys, for new students in the class, use only chat box to interact with the mentor. Use chat box to answer the question asked by the mentor. Open the chat box and try answering in the chat box.
Okay, it's right to move. So far I won't ask anything. It's yeah, it's typical endgame, which was very important to for every chess players. In this time, it was the game between Chigorin and Taras in Budapest, 1896, and here we have White has the advantage here on the king side because here are 3 pawns against 2, and here Black did 2 incurrences in this game and lost the game. Here also we can see that our rook is more active. It's because we cut the king. Okay, the first move was king f3. It's logical. We try to go forward. Maybe king f3, f3, king f4, I guess. Okay, and here in the game was h5. Okay, and what do you guys would play in this position with black? Maybe I can give you. I can flip the board so you can see it from the black side. Okay, what do you think would be best defense for black now? Oh, midnight.
So I guess it's white to move.
No, now it's black to move. I flipped the board. Now king f3 was wait. Okay, I can move. No, I can't move white piece. I can move. Yes, and here I see I have 2 voices from rook rook a3. Actually, rook a3 I don't like so much because it's kind of invitation for me. Anyway I wanna go forward, but so why do you check? Now h5, and if I take, or you mean h5 instead of rook a3? What? Yes, Avni, tell me. Now you wanna play h5 or instead of? Now I see rook a4. Now rook a4. If now rook a4, then probably king g6. Okay, so instead of rook a3, h5. Okay, h5 was the game move, but actually not that best. And here actually Akash, I think Akash meant also instead of h5, rook a4, right? Akash, when do you play rook a4? After king g4, rook a4. You said actually. Okay, wait, rook a4. If I play king f5. I was thinking now rook a3, so you can go back. I check, you can check me. But I'm not sure. Actually, now it's not so clear. I see rook a3 and what? Maybe, you know, maybe here not king f5, but king h5. Okay, too. Maybe that's better. I think so. Okay, basically, it's not h5, it's not rook a3 check. Okay, I will tell you, the best defense was to play rook a4 now. And after my move h3, h5, then now h6. The game was king f5, h5, rook c7, rook a5. King rook c7 to make the walk for the king to play rook c3 or rook c4 to fight the king. Let's say if the king will be here somewhere. King f4, king f8, f3, king g8, rook a7, king f8, and now he played g4. h takes g, f takes g, and okay. And how would you play now with black? How to defend now? Rook e5, then I think you will get g5. Rook e7, okay. Okay, after rook takes e7, you take here first, I guess. You will not allow me that endgame. Actually, the idea is interesting. As I don't see anything. Okay, here I think you will make a draw. But okay, let me find something different. Okay, maybe yes. For example, how about what if I take the pawn? Okay, now. Oh, and now g5. Yes, I played g5 to Lee now after. Now I think. Now I think you're losing. Rook e6. Okay, maybe. Okay, now I think if I take g6. Yeah, so I think here rook e5 it wasn't good. Okay, you shouldn't try any experiments here. Black lost that game, but here, okay, I will repeat the question. How would you defend now with black? And you see, I say ask how to defend, not how to attack. So. Ugh. Uh, King e8. If rook a4, then king f5. Yes, it's again kind of invitation in my opinion. Rook e5, early rook e5 we discussed. After rook e5, I take the pawn. Here I had other recommendation, king e8, but I think king e8 might be wrong direction. I'm afraid of this. Actually, that looks better than moves with the rook because you just wait. Okay, after this you have to go here. To this you have to go here. Wait, maybe it's too slow. For example, if I give you check now, Okay, now I think you lose. So if you this, if I go here, okay, I can go this way. But even if I go here, mm, that's maybe wrong. Okay, then yeah, it's interesting if this position is winning. Yeah, stability base says it's winning. Queen g8 or queen e8 is fine. Okay, so that's good message for white. And for us, that means king e8 was not fine. Okay, any other ideas here in this position? King e8 we discussed now, so eventually rook b5 we can discuss, but I take the pawn. Now rook b7. I can take second pawn. Okay, actually here you have to wait, and okay, I will tell you it's king g8. You keep the king here on those two squares, so it's not necessary to go here. King g8 was correct. After h5, now I have rook b5. Take 6, king g7, rook a7, king g8, h6. Yeah, now our rook is here, and that makes the difference. Here we had the rook here somewhere. I even didn't take the pawn on a6 because you had to go to your pawn. I can check it together once again. What the difference is. Now we see it. After king f5, I think first check and then rook c8 again. Go back. Now rook a8. If you will go here, then okay, we can check. Okay, if you play rook b5. Ah, now you don't have time for rook b5 because I play h6. Yeah, that's the difference. It's what I said, yeah. Now it's clear. Okay, so king g8 was the best chance in the game. Happened something different in the game. He played rook a1. He want to attack from the back somehow, probably, but it was wrong. King f5, rook f1, king g6, king g6, rook f4. F5 takes g5, takes g5. Rook a4, king h6, and black resigned in this position. Here I have one comment in case of rook g4. Then rook a takes e6, and now after rook g1, this, and now rook g8, strong move, and now it's kind of bridge. Okay, so is everything clear with that with this example? Yes, okay. Yes. Okay, then I will go to the next one, right? Okay. Okay, here black is to move. How would you play here with black? What will be your concept? Rook c3. Well, actually that was in the game, but it's not so good because now I play either king d5 or rook c2, and I have good compensation for the pawn because I have active pieces, and so in the game here he he played the other way. He just improved the position. He just went forward, just push up, 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 and and it decided about the result of that game. That black won the game. Yes, king e6. King e6 is the correct move. It's strong. Rook b3. King d5. Rook d3. And now f5. Now we fix, and in this case I will create Zugzwang. Why will be forced to give me the pawn to move the king? Someone give me the pawn, and there in this position there is no compensation. The position is just lost. Now I will have, as black, I will have a pawn, and I will have active pieces. So it's why I'm winning. Okay, here was h3, h5. Okay, if h4, then g6, and we have Zugzwang. Here, actually, the author says it was necessary to play rook b3 because in case of king e4, then f5, and after king d3, king d5, rook b4, rook takes b4, a takes b4. Now we play h6, and now we will create Zugzwang again. So, so here, this pawn endgame is not a draw. Okay, that was game Marshall against Chigorin in Bremen 1905. So that was basically all. Okay, actually, yeah, those examples are short but quite pleasant since it's. I see. If you have any more questions, you can ask, but if not, then I will go just to the next one. Okay, no, I see no question. Then I will set up the next position. Yes, in this position, white has better structure because those two pawns are fixing those three pawns, and yeah, they can't move anymore. So it's why this position is also, this position is much better for white. And here also white is controlling the D line and has possibility to break on the king side after pushing the pawns. And white found the way, correct way very quickly and won. Okay, here black has to move. Here was rook f7, king e3. So far he improves. f6, h4. We push the pawns. We prepare the break. h5, king f4. Yeah, that was kind of provocation. Actually, black has to play e5. If he won't do that, then probably I will. Maybe I will play e5 at some moment, and then king g5 or the square d6 will be available for me forever. Or I think rook d6 now might be the danger. And then if you can't move the king because I go forward. I think rook d6 is the danger now. So now e5. Break. I mean break. If I push the pawn, then I will create a post pawn here on the king side. It's what I mean because here are 3 against 4. Here I have 4 pawns, so I can create the post pawn, and here he has 3 pawns, but my 2 pawns are blocking, so he can't really create the post pawn. So I will play g4 at some moment. I will take here, maybe play king g5. Then I create next weakness. I will attack the pawn. So that's what the author means. Okay, this, like you see, I use one book now, and also I translate you the comments here. And yes, of course, if you don't understand anything, it's good that you ask. Okay, Balai, I see. Balaj, I see it's now it's clear for you. You got me. So okay, in the game was e5. Now king f3, go back. King g7. Okay, if king e6, then rook d6, and here I take the pawn. King g7. Now again we wanna break. We play g3, rook e7, f4, ef, and gf. Now we have post pawn on the e line. Wait. Yes, correct. King f6, rook d6 check, king g7, e5, king f7, king e4, king g7. Now f5. The point of this here, I wanna go for I move my king forward. So yes, and now actually black resigned. Okay, like you see, it's what I said. I just there is next weakness. I wanna play e6, rook d7. I see the pawn endgames will be lost, or I wanna check e6, something with e6 basically. Okay, I think there will be different ways to win this. Okay, we just have to be patient, not try to mate immediately. So improving is good. Okay, yeah, that's end of this example. Here, any questions again? Yes. One question, which one? Just write me, feel free. Okay, meanwhile, I forgot to tell one thing. That was the game Grigoric against Philip in Zagreb 1955. Okay, now let's wait. Okay, now you, Balaji, you wrote me question. The reason for choosing to have connected post pawns on E-line is because yes, actually it is. He in uh, this position he played this f6, rook d6, e5. Also now look how strong the rook on d6 is. Here I play king f7, king f7, king e4. Yes, and now if I now also I can win using the e pawn. Then I can create the weakness here. Yeah, it's because I wanna go with the king forward, and my king is centralized, but not enough centralized to win the game. I needed some improvements for sure. So yeah, that's why. So actually, that's what you see. It's right. Like instead of g3, if we if we go g4. Oh, here I think that might be maybe even a bit risky. Uh, I'm not sure. Okay, maybe not, but wait. Uh, Here the question is if I can allow me to play rook f4. Maybe here I will have counterplay and okay. Actually, computer says it's still +2, so probably it's winning. But maybe uh, it gives me a chance actually after g4. Uh, okay, now I use computer after he says g4 is mistake because I have some tricks with g5 or h takes g4, f takes g4. Now g5 there are some tricks. So here actually, yeah, you have to be careful on such things. So here actually you would give me a chance, I think. Uh, yeah, now you see your king is cut, your king can't help. And here, if you play e5, your king can always play. You just play one move, king e4, and everything is fine, right? Yes, here black has counterplay, and yeah, the problem here in this position is black doesn't have counterplay because here the pawn are blocked, and here I occupy the d line actually. Here the situation has improved. Here my king will get active, then I have some targets like here, like a free check. Later I can attack, I can activate my rook to attack from the back. You see, that's why. Okay, the next puzzle, right? Okay. Now we have the game Botvinnik against Tal in Moscow 1961. And practically the pawn f6 is like fishbone in the throat for black. And here it's enough to win the game. And we can win the game if we will play carefully. That's the one thing. And here Botvinnik demonstrated nice technique. So here, how would you play with white? What do you think Botvinnik played now? King f4, one suggestion, king f4. I think after king f4, I will play rook b8 with idea rook b4 or rook b2. Yes, exactly. Rook b1 is correct move. It's because you have to prevent. Just look. If let's image black has to move. Instead of rook b8, basically black doesn't have any moves because of this pawns. Normally, okay, maybe I would play king e7, king f6, if the pawn would be on f5, for example, right? And now basically, instead of, yeah, okay, I will repeat. Instead of rook b8, basically we don't have other moves. So here if king d7, then rook b1. If king c7, then rook e1. Then we have initiative and actually activity, domination, that are the most important things in Rook endgame. The most important sub aspects. So here rook b1 is necessary. It's correct. Rook e8, king f8, and we play similar, like in previous example, rook b6. We are looking for some targets. Here we wanna take the pawn. Okay, after a5 we can think about rook a6, and here is the problem. Here king g8. And now, how would you play? Rook takes c6 would be mistake because now I can play king h7, king g6. Now I get activity and counterplay. It's the same like in previous example. You shouldn't allow me, like Balaji says, you shouldn't allow me to improve the king, improve the rook. Now if I get, then actually here you give me huge chance taking on a6, and actually, yeah, that are the, yeah, how to say, that are the differences between strong players and weak players. Okay, don't take it personally or something like that. I just say in generally the weak players will either just take the material or gives checks when while attacking the kings, then the king will escape or the opponent will get activity, and yeah, now the position is damaged, is destroyed. But strong players will improve position, and when the position is good enough, then it's time to take the material or to give checks. Yes, king f4 is correct. And now after king h7, king g5. Yeah, the author says king rook takes c6 here would be too early because there might be an example of bad rush. because it allows the maneuver king h7, king g6. But if we play king f4, king h7, king g5, rook g8, king takes h5, rook g3. Okay, now black got counterplay, but two pawns are hanging, and this possibility to get the counterplay, it's not enough to rescue the game. So here h4. In the game he played rook e3, rook d6, rook e5, king g4. Yeah, white is just too advanced now. King g6, king f4, king f5, king e3, rook h5, rook a6, rook takes h4, king d3, king f5, rook c6, and now black resigned. Okay, at least white will have two postpones here after take here. Even if you will stay here, then two pawns are winning against one. If you will take here and then here, then you also then you will lose. Okay, okay, one more. Or okay, oh no, I forgot to ask you. Yeah, if you have any questions, maybe was somebody unclear for some of you, or something was too fast. So okay, no question. Then I will set up position. Okay, it's white to move. And at the first look, the position the position of black looks very solid. Yes, because here, if I go forward, you can check me. This you can go back, or maybe even knight d1 you can try. But it was game Capablanca against Tarakover in New York, 1924, and here Capablanca found a couple move errors, the continuation, and demonstrated the typical rook enemy when the rook on the 7th rank is very dangerous. Just controls everything, creates a lot of danger, and it gives a huge advantage for white. So what do you think Capablanca played in this position. If bishop b5, then I take on c3 with check. Capablanca is white. And now white is to move. Yes, bishop takes f5. And now, after this, king g3, very strong move. Rook takes c3, king h4, rook f3, g6. Yeah, we gave 2 pawns, but look what happens. King g4, rook e4. If rook takes d4, then also king f6, king f6, and now g8, king g7, g8, rook takes c7. Now there's just one pawn, and here we wanna mate. Rook e8, king takes f5. Now we took the material. The material is equal, and we have positional advantage. Rook e4 was king f6, rook e4, king e5, rook g4, g7, king g8, rook a7, queen, rook g1, king takes d5, and he resigned. Yes, here I'm pretty sure he didn't take here because this pawn endgame. Yes, this pawn endgame is lost. He plays a6, king c6, b5. Yeah, this now I see this is lost. Here I had I have one more variation here in the book. Wait, it's instead of rook f3, rook c1. After rook c1, king h5 is good. Check, king g6, and here, okay, now we are in pawn endgames. Where in pawn game we are 1 pawn down, but this pawn is unstoppable, so it's also completely lost immediately for black. Okay, time is up. That will be all. Thank you for your coming, and we will see each other next week, I guess.
Definitely. I'm a good class coach, and we'll definitely see you next week. And good participation by all the Aditya, Avni, Manya, Snehan, and even Balaji and Akash as well. So we'll see you next week once again. And remaining participant, please buckle up, try responding. And for all those watching from different social media platform, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and we'll definitely see you next week. Thank you, coach. Thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you everybody. See you.